Hello beloveds, guys, Arena. Welcome back to my channel. Trust you guys are doing well. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification bell beside it to get notified each time I put up a new video. Today we're going to be making a whitening based lotion. I've got tons of requests on me making mixtures. People want to see me premix creams on this channel, and I think that's what most of my subscribers want me to do. But the reason why I've not been able to do that or grant that request is because most of the base creams in the market are relative to individual. The reason why I said it's relative is because the way I perceive a particular base cream might be different from the way you perceive it, might be different from the way Peter or Paul will perceive the base cream, and that's because our mixtures are different, and some people do not understand how to put up mixtures, and they will get it wrong and just condemn a particular base cream. Okay, and this is the reason why I have to make my own conventional base cream, just like the base cream you buy from the market, and I will show you guys how to premix it. So feel free to get any base cream of your choice. Now, if you can see, when I added my waxes, I used two different types of wax in this formula. I use cerebrine wax, which is the yellow wax you saw me incorporate, and I also use NF emulsifier, which is the regular emulsifier most people know, and I incorporated my stearic acid. And if you can see, my normal traditional base, I would making my traditional base, I would add my oil to it, but there was no oil at all, so I just melted that down, and I'm going to be incorporating it with my water phase. Now, the reason why most people, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now, I'm incorporating the wax into the bigger bowl to make the mixture. Now, the reason why most people have problems with base creams in the market, especially all these base creams that you buy in the market, is that most of all these base creams are made with mineral oils. They really do not have good nourishing emollients in them, and that's why you see most people stretch out or have other skin issues when they use all these base creams, when they promix it, and they do not promix it the right way. So one point to note out is most base creams that are sold in the market can actually be conditioning, but they might not have the ability to keep it moisturized all through the day. So most of them lack emollient. That's one thing you need to pick out from this video and know, so that when you get a particular base cream in the market, you want to make sure you're incorporating oils, things that are beneficial to the skin. All right, in the tail end of this video, I'm going to tell you, gonna give you guys more like a racket, more like a step to step that you need to go through when you're promixing a particular base cream from the market, so you don't get to have problems with any base creams that you get from the market. So what I'm incorporating right now are my base solvents. Like I said, it's different from the traditional base that I used to make on this channel, where you see me do oil and hot water phase and all that. This is quite different, and you can see that this cream actually thickened fast, and I really didn't even use a stick blender in the beginning. I'm using a spatula. Well, if I'm making probably a larger batch, maybe like a 5 kg, I might be using my emulsion blender, but it's just like a 500-gram base, so it's just cool to use my spatula from the beginning. So though at some point I had to use my emulsion blender to make sure that I incorporate it properly and make sure that everything sits well. So if I took the temperature, and it has really dropped to 35. So what I'm doing right now is to divide this base cream into two, right? And I'm adding in my actives into this base. Normally you'll see me melt, take out some water and use it to dissolve my active and incorporate it back to the bigger batch, but this is quite different because of the base solvents. Most of the solvents that we added into this cream, it will dissolve practically these powders that we use. So I particularly used Sepi white, Giga white, and kojic dipermeate in this formula, and this is our whitening base cream. Now, for this method, if you're interested in knowing how to make this base cream, then you want to hit me up with the number you'll be seeing under the description box. Okay, this base cream is quite cheap, and it's highly profitable for anyone who wants to go into this business, full time. And what I did was to check the pH before I added my preservative. Okay, you want to make sure that the pH is right before you go ahead to add your preservative and all that. So now that it's ready, our base cream is ready, it's now time for us to promix. So for some of you who say, oh, my customer is complaining, I'm doing natural and organic and it's not working, I need some people practically tell you, see, Zarina, don't preach to me. I don't want to hear anything organic. I want something that will work super fast. I want something that will work on my skin pretty fast. So this is how to go about it. And even if you're getting any base cream from the market and you want to promix it, in a very simple way, this is the step you need to follow. So you want to make sure you're getting a whitening base, which we made a whitening base. You want to get a concentrate that will help with treatment and also help in lightening, which Skin Free stands as that in this formula. And I incorporated White Express, which also does whitening and also treatment. This helps with redness, so if you want to use it, fine. Then I'm incorporating a clinical base. Now what this clinical base does is to take care of skin issues. The person who has this cream actually have pigmentation on her skin, and I'm incorporating this clinical base, which is available in our store. So if you want to get it, let us know. Hit me up with a number that you'll be seeing under the description box, and we'll get it across to you anywhere you are in the world. Okay, we ship everywhere around the world, both internationally and locally. Okay, so I incorporated that clinical base into this formula, and making sure that I incorporate it properly before putting in all my serums. So like I said, the record is you getting a whitening base, you getting a serum or concentrate that will help with whitening and also treatment, you getting a whitening oil, which is the labiganise that I use, and also helps in treatment as well. And if you feel to incorporate a tube into this formula, then you have to be sure of what that tube does. I've done video on tubes and how they work, so you want to also go check out that video to pick one or two things for you to know exactly the type of tube you want to incorporate in your formula. So if you want to incorporate a treatment tube to treat a particular skin issue, maybe somebody's having maybe eczema or dermatitis on the skin, and you want to treat it, you might want to incorporate tubes like 3 beta. We have Skin all these are the host of them. We have Philobact. This help to treat some skin issues. So it's important for you to first identify what that skin has and what type of tube will work for the skin. It's not necessarily just incorporating any kind of tube that you see, and people believe that some tubes are anti-reaction. I've not seen any tube, I'm yet to understand or see any tube that is called anti-reaction. Most tubes treat existing issues. Okay, so be guided on how to use them. All right, so I just went in and used my stick blender to blend it together. So after adding all this, it's also important for you to add like a step down kind of oil. Now there are different types of step down kind of oil that you can get from the market. We have the bone tissue oil, we have bio oil, but I'm using recovery oil in this, and all these kind of oils will help more with the emollients. They'll help more to keep your skin moisturized, and also help to fade stretch marks. They help in stretched skin. They help to protect your skin. They help in fading off stretch marks on your skin, and help to keep you moisturized all day long. So that's the work of all this oil. You can also use infused neem oil if you have that at home, and you can see the outcome of this cream. We've just made a whitening lotion, and this really works. I applied it on my skin and it's super luxurious. Now let me know what you feel about this video. If you learned something from this video, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next one. Keep that glow pumping. I love you guys. Bye.